We'll go over there first.
Yeah, Civil Rights Institute. I don't know, there's free parking here for the Civil Rights Institute. Oh, we've got to go around. Oh, I can go across the grass here. But it says there's parking only for in there. So violators will be towed. I wonder if we can just come and park round by here. So anyway, we're in Birmingham Civil Rights Institute. We're going to go in and have a look in here. And across the way is the 16th Street Church. There's a story behind that. Sad tale behind that one, so we'll go across there as well as part of our trip. There's also a Welsh connection in the church, so hopefully we can see that as well if we can go in. Don't know if we can go in just yet, but we'll find out obviously. Reverend Fred Shuttlesworth, yeah, we've heard his name.
We've heard that, yeah, he was on the march, wasn't he?
Yeah, what does it say? No one did more to bring about positive change in Birmingham than the Reverend Fred Shuttlesworth. In his struggle for equal rights, he survived a series of assaults, including the bombing of his home and a brutal armed beating by the Ku Klux Klan. In spite of it all, he was instrumental in victory after victory for civil rights in Birmingham and America. So that was interesting, worth a stop.
Sorry?
I said that was interesting, worth the stop.
Yes.
It was well laid out in there. It was
Oh, it's very well presented, yeah.
different exhibits to highlight the civil rights struggle in, well, nationally, but with a focus obviously on Birmingham and Alabama. But they had timelines of national and Alabama of each year as you walked through, and then they had various displays, exhibits that highlighted specific actions. So if we're going across the church, there was a board out for tours earlier, but it's disappeared now, so we'll go across and have a look now. So the 16th Street Baptist Church was a hub for the civil rights movement in 1963 here until it was bombed by white supremacists and 4 little girls were killed, and that was actually the anniversary of that actually was yesterday. There's the 4 little girls: Addie Mae Collins, Carol Denise McNair, Carol Rosamond Robertson and Cynthia Diane Wesley. So I think it was actually around here on 16th Street actually where the bomb was actually left. We are Sunday, September 15th, 1963, 10:22. 4 little girls in Sunday school down in the basement, I believe, but I think this probably is why it's there, if that is the case. But I'm sure the bomb was left at the side of the building. So I was hoping to do a tour. It looks like they finished for the day though. I did have a board outside earlier with 3 o'clock tour. It's 5 to 3 now, but whether it was, they've deemed it a quiet day and they've closed up early, but wanted specifically to go in as well to see the Welsh Window. There was a stained glass window of a black Christ that was donated. John Pett, I think it was his name, he designed it in Wales, after asking for donations from the people of Wales and the local newspaper. But there was a small amount, not sure if it was a pound that he asked, no more than a pound to donate, because he wanted to make sure donations were from the people rather than corporate entities. So there's a Welsh window in there, and it's a black Christ with outstretched arms. Apparently the first depiction of a black Christ. Ingram's Park this is, or Ingram Park. It's got various sculptures and such through here. Kelly Ingram Park. The 4 little girls.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that.
The names on the bench there.
Oh God,
Hmm. Oh, and the 2 boys, Virgil Ware and Johnny Robinson, who were both murdered on the same day. One by a white teenage boy and one by a white policeman. Yeah. 60 years of continuing friendship between Birmingham and the people of Wales. Trees dedicated on 15th of September 2023 from the Welsh Government to the city of Birmingham. Yeah, I think that was Vaughan Gethin came over and yeah. Statue of Martin Luther King. So they got a
Freedom Walk.
Freedom Walk.
Freedom Walk.
So throughout the park there's various statues and exhibits throughout the park, so I'll just try and capture as many of them as we can on our way round. Water cannons. Sun shining on it and then my shadow, so it's difficult to read, but there you go. So Eddie Kendricks Memorial Park, dedicated October 1999. I don't know if you can read that because of the glare. Oh, it's just the people's names that dedicated it. Yeah, so quick stop here because Temptations are far and away probably our well, not probably, they are far and away our favourite Motown group. There we are. So chat nickname Cornbread. was born the eldest of 5 children to Johnny Lee Bell Kendrick in Union Springs, Alabama. I won't read all that out, but hopefully it's coming out alright on the camera. It's very difficult to read. It might be easier to read on the camera actually, with the glare. And we've got the Eddie Kendricks statue here with the other temps behind him. So it's the David Ruffin era Temptations rather than the Dennis Edwards, who well, there was Dennis Edwards there. The stars, Dennis Edwards, David Ruffin, so David Ruffin's there on the end. Then that's Otis, I assume. No, oh no, it's Paul Williams, that one, is it? No, who's... That's Paul Williams. It's Dennis Edwards. No, it's not Otis Williams.
I said it was Otis.
Okay, well done. I'll take it back, that's Otis. Melvin Blue, Melvin Franklin,
Paul.
Eddie Kendrick.
David. There's no thing for Dennis.
There's no,
this
right.
Is the original lineup.
Well, the original hit making lineup,
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah.
The flower's been thrown at his feet.
Yeah.
Ground zero, you're standing at ground zero of the '63 civil rights struggle in Birmingham, when African American leaders and citizens resolved to fight the oppression of a strictly segregated society. They were met with vitriol and violence despite their own determinedly peaceful approach. Determinedly.
Can you imagine those coming up here?
No.
Wait. I'm going to be horrific. Oh my god.
The foot soldiers, when notoriously racist Police Commissioner Eugene Bull Connor what's that say? I don't know what this says. It looks like SICCED and I can't think what. Something dogs on the foot soldiers of the movement. Civil rights leaders hoped it would shine a national spotlight on their plight, but the country at large remained woefully ignorant. However, Southern Christian Leadership Conference leaders had an ace up their sleeves. What does that say? Can't even think what that would be. It's going to be darkened out by the sun now. There we go. Children's Crusade, May 2nd, '63, more than 1,000 students skipped school and marched on downtown, gathering at the 16th Street Baptist Church. Bull Corner responded by jailing more than 600 children that day. So the next day, another 1,000 students filled the park in which you stand now. With his cells full and his back against the wall, Corner responded savagely. I ain't afraid of your jail. They've got this sculpture of the bars to emphasise the kids put in jail. There we go, across here, is it? Just watch where you're walking. So that was a brief little stop in Birmingham, Alabama. We got that first day flagging feeling now, haven't we?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
Passing with you. Through the heat, 90 odd.
90 something, isn't it? Yeah, so but we'll be fine. Drive up to Tupelo now, spend the evening in Tupelo. So that'll probably be another video, so I'll shut this one off here.